Hi everyone, my name is Solha and welcome to my channel. I'd like to show you my tarot deck collection. It's probably like 300 pieces or more. I didn't count, but I will. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, thumbs up, and see for more video about my collection, because I will share. And at the end of this video, it's gonna be surprise for me, like from the tarot reader, tarot creator, and I'm gonna tell you that it will be a nice surprise. So there is some challenge. It's calling Show Your Tarot Deck or Tarot Shelves Tour. I'd like to show you something which is on my shelf, which I'm using. I really don't like this challenge and I'm still planning to do the different one, but for now I really want to share some of deck which I very like it. I'm gonna tell like around the prices about, I'm gonna tell you how to work my specific one. So the first question will be the tarot deck for the spring. This is tarot from the Mila Charles. I ordered it from Etsy website. I do like the quality. I do like how it sounds. There is the back card. It's like modern one, so it's showing just our life. I do like this deck because it's really like it's going under the regular Arthur weight system, and I do like a professional. But what I'm gonna tell that it's not the first one deck from this creator, and I don't like to separate the decks between like for summer, for spring, or for fall, but this is really good one. So what I'm gonna tell, I work them probably around 6 months, and so look, the ages is still like plus minus good, because I know when it's color ages it's not gonna stay for a while, or it's not gonna be forever. Whatever we're shuffling it's give us the hard time. So I'm gonna tell you that I do like this deck. I do like how it's going, how it's talking to me, how it's talking to my customers and for my clients who needs the reading. And I'm gonna tell you that this deck, it's very bright. It gives me a lot of inspiration. It gives me a lot of idea, and I do like the information flow for this deck. So because it's a second deck for the same creator, I do like the Empress here. Look on the Magician. Is because it's a second deck from the same creator, I'm probably gonna show you another one which few of cards are like the same. For example, like a tower is the same, but what I'm gonna tell you, I do like the both deck, and both deck looks good and the quality is good. And the one more point which is like I'm happy with, it's a box. I'd like to save all my decks on the shelf, so the box is very good quality. The instruction, honestly, I'm not reading, they never read the instruction. So this is a deck, the best summer deck from my point of view. The second question is the best deck for the fall time, and of course it's a ghost deck. This deck I bought from some French probably website. I'm not sure about the name, but if somebody needs the name, I'm gonna tell you. Just write some in the comments. Actually, don't forget to write some in the comments. I will be happy, and give me some ideas about. So this is very good quality deck. So the whole story of this deck, it's a ghost, and look on the back, it's give you like some rainbow lights. It's about the ghost who lives the regular life. All the system is the same, like a classic Arthur Waite. And I'm gonna tell you that I do like this deck. I do like this deck for my channel. I do like this deck for my client. But I definitely prefer to use this deck during the Halloween time, when everything is a pumpkin mood, pumpkin spice, and pumpkin smell. So what I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you the quality of the deck is very good, but some of the cards is too nice for the stuff which is going on around, so it's almost repeating the stuff from the classic, like the idea from the classic card, and the box is very nice. But I'll tell you that this deck, it gives me sometimes more fun, and I need to be sometimes more serious with this deck, but it's not gonna happen. The ghost is too cute. The, you know, like the way how they draw that ghost, it's really nice. So I do like this deck, and I'm using most of all for Halloween time, even if it's not orange, but it has a lot of, you know, like Halloween mood. So my suggestion, this deck was around probably like $50 as well, plus some delivery fees. So like, let's say around probably $75, and it was like, it took like 2 weeks to deliver this deck, to get this deck from the France to the New York State. So the next point, it's gonna be the deck for the best from the winter time. I'm gonna tell you honest, I don't have any Christmas decks, I don't have anything, but this deck is remind me because it's like cold. This is deck, the name of this deck, if I don't mistake, I actually ordered them from the China website, and I do like this. It's deck, it's a Taro of Red Fairy. So why I do like this deck? First of all, it's very serious, it's very cold deck. It's probably was drawing with the AI, but I know how hard to work with the AI. This is the back, and I'm gonna tell you, the deck is such honest. It's never gonna hide nothing. It's not gonna give you any rainbow or unicorns, you know. So if it's saying this is some crisis, it's definitely some crisis. I do like how they do. So see, this is a sun card, sun arcana. It's very good, like give you some ideas or give you some brightness in some situation. So as far as I see, as far from my experience, this deck always talk to you very, like, you know, like some, like with some muscles. I'm gonna tell you same way, same classic one. The price was like around $50, plus I ordered that white box which you saw. White box actually was probably $20 separately, but you know, like it's so helpful for me. I do like the Empress here, and the Eight of Pentacles, very beautiful. So what I'm trying to tell, that the deck very beautiful, deck is very help. And you know, like, because when you have a lot of reading, or you're making a lot of video, or you're doing, you know, like your stuff with the cards, you do need a lot of decks. You do need to, you know, like, because one deck is never enough. I'm gonna tell you, sometimes I have a layout with 4 or 5 decks. That's why I need, you know, like completely different one, completely something, you know, like not looks like the same. So this one is deck of the Red Fairy, and it was the point number 3, the best deck for the winter. White Ages, I'm gonna tell you, I use them a lot. This deck is like a year probably old or more, probably 2 years old, and look, it's still good, probably because I have a lot of decks. Like, it's, you know, like because I'm using a lot of decks, that's why it's not very, you know, like used, looks like good, let's say. The next deck, it's the best deck for the spring. I bought this deck in Ukraine. I saw the same deck in the Amazon was like $30. Amazon version had Gold Ages, mine is not. So this deck is like power of the nature. I'm translating what I was saying in the box. This deck look like it's Light Sears Tarot. It's, you know, like it's just a look like, but the idea is completely different. Whatever it's going on now, it's deck, it has a mood of the nature. It has the mood when, you know, like staying. I like the High Priestess there it's, look at Three of Swords. So the idea of this deck, I do like this deck, honestly, because the Pentacles, it's always sunflower. It's a flower of the you know, like happiness. I don't really agree with some of arcana, but most of all, let's say 95%, I'm completely okay. It looks like, and reading and the layout completely strong, completely understandable. The, you know, like this is the deck which I'm which I'm using most of all for, you know, like when I need to explain one position in the layout, when I'm asking for double, like what does it mean, what this arcana mean in this layout. And I'm using this deck because it's showing just our regular life. So probably because I have a Ukrainian roots, I was born in Ukraine, I do like this deck because the creator is the Ukrainian guy or lady, I'm not sure, is it it actually boy or girl, but anyway, I do like this deck because it's sometimes it's remind me Ukraine thing, but it's actually remind me American one, because I see the Native American people there, and you know, it looks like very good. It's a bright, it's like give me some spring mood. So I'm gonna tell you, yeah, I like the Wheel of Fortune, which I'm showing to you. The lady looks like Ukrainian lady. So this deck I enjoy, I use them a lot, and I'm gonna tell you the quality is very good, because it was like few months which this deck was staying on my table all the time, and I use it for all my readings. So I do like this deck, and you know, like this is my suggestion from me. I mean, like and actual instruction was a QR code, which is good, which is not wasting the paper. Okay, that was the point number 4. The next one is the deck which buying used. I'm gonna tell you, I don't have a used deck. All my decks are new. Even if I was looking for something used, I didn't buy anything, or it has like a prices like to the, you know, like to the selling. So I'm gonna tell you something which is the deck who's with me for a long time. I do like it. I use them like a lot. So I'd like to show you the Madhouse Tarot. Why I gave you like why I'm telling you like it's a used one. It's the best deck which is you know, like working so good. Why I'm telling it's a used, because I saw this deck in the video for one tarot reader, and you know, like the arcana was reading for me. It's a classic one. It has to be like a classic. See, it has the Black Ages. It's from the Evgeny Vinitsky. He has a website on the Etsy, if I don't remember, if I don't mistaken. So quality of the deck is the beautiful. It's very good. So all the story is going in the Madhouse, and I'm gonna tell you the lot of the video. I mean, like this video, it's not really for people, for young people, or it has, you know, like part of the body which doesn't has to be shown in this platform. But I'm gonna tell you, when I'm doing the reading of the some situation about some attitude, some, you know, like divination thing, I'm gonna tell you that's very good to see. I'm trying to cover one. This deck explain why the people did like that, why this attitude, why this, I mean, like all the situation, all the relationship can be explained with this deck. It's not really usual one, but as far as the card, you're gonna shuffle the card and you're gonna start to read, it gives you some idea. This is actually Hanging Man, which is saying you are not really stuck, you just don't see the way which you need to go. A lot of, you know, like a lot of the cards gonna show you some ideas which you never think about, but the classic arcana, the classic system, it's very give you. This is, for example, Three of Wands, which saying there is a window which you can go. It's something that because you plant something. And look for a card of the Magician. This is a red one. It's how many energy that the magician has to make whatever he decide, whatever he wants to decide. So I do like this deck when I need to see why the people doing like that, what's gonna be, how somebody's gonna react, how we can help. So, and really, you know, like this card gonna give you a tip how you can, you know, like get rid of some situation the best way, the, you know, like the most harmony way how you can deal in this situation. Four of Cups give you, you know, like 4 options of how you can do it. But the guy is get rid of the wings and he cannot fly to the open window. It's very scary me, the Queen of Wands, because he has she has some Soviet Union symbol. So like for me it's like what? Oh, so I do like this deck. It's actually, this is original deck because there is a certificate. It's the Evgeny Vinitsky. It's always given to you. It's very, you know, like nice. I have actually few more decks from him, but I didn't include to this challenge. But I do have them a lot. So the next one, the deck which I'm trying to sell, and I was thinking about like, do I want to sell? I don't really want to sell any of my decks. I do like all the 300 plus decks on my shelves. You know, it's a lot of interesting decks which sometimes give you idea who, you know, like you cannot give, like it's not really the substitution. You need really get the decks for the specific reading. So what I was thinking, what deck I'd like to sell, I'm gonna tell you the deck which you need to spend more time to get the answer. This is the deck probably from the Destiny. Oh, no, this is the deck from Tivada. This is the saying, it's light version of the Awakening. So the decks, it's probably look like on the ages, and actually look how used is the deck. I was the time when I used them a lot. Now, like, not, I don't have a time now to use, like, because whatever you make in the layout on this deck, you need sometimes to meditate, you need to think, you need to see what's the card saying, because the system, it's kind of the same, but you need to see this deck. So look on the Lovers card. That's somebody who's you falling, or like so it's a lot of like different idea for the same arcana. I do like most of all. I'm not gonna say that I don't understand some of them. No, I completely do understand it, and I do use them. But when I have a more than like usual time, when I want to do the layout, it's gonna stay on my desk, I'm gonna think, like I can get the pause, and I need more time to figure out. It's it's more deeper than just usual reading. It's actually, this might been used even for something which you cannot see, for the energy which you can see, if you know what I mean. This deck, it's amazing when like when you do know the classic. It's definitely not for somebody new in this system. This deck is give you the different idea, the different reading of the same arcana. This deck is give you, like, look on this Queen of Swords. She's holding the message in the cage. Her heart is get rid of, and like, she doesn't really have a heart, has a heart. She doesn't have any emotion in the, like when she does something. So I do like how the idea of this deck. I do like how I like look for an Ace of Pentacles. I do like how the creator show it. I do like the Fool. Look on the Fool. Go into the light. Go into the new idea. There is some opportunity to go to the new idea. So my 100% suggestion to buy this deck if you have a time to meditate, to think about, when like when you make like a huge, a big layout, more than one card or more than even 5 cards, this deck you will enjoy this card. So my completely full suggestion. I never want to sell it, but this is a deck when you need to spend more time for like to understand what's going on, what's the energy, and what you need to do. Actually, most of all, I'm using the decks to ask what's a better way to resolve this problem or this situation. So the next deck is the point when what is the deck when you have a long time in your collection, but you are not really work on it. I'm gonna tell you, I don't have a lot of the deck, which I bought it and didn't use it. Most of all, like probably 95%, I use it. I bought this creepy box because I don't like to have it, no suggestion at all. I bought it in some Chinese website, no suggestion at all, because I already ordered some extra boxes. So this is a deck called the Mary L. Tarot. I'm gonna say probably it's reading with actually Silver Ages. You have to read it probably on the classic system, Arthur Waite system, but I'm gonna tell you the images on this deck completely different one. I do like them. I use them not often as probably I want to use. I probably covering something which doesn't have to showing in this platform, but this deck give you some inspiration. This deck give you some different emotion. You need to understand, you need to know the system to use this deck, but you need to understand what's the card trying to tell you, and sometimes it's not really the same which a system means. I'm gonna tell you some like example. I got the 7 of Cups, which card is mean in a classic system. It's mean the illusion. It's mean actually I'm showing you right now the emperors. One time it was the suggestion. No, it's not the suggestion. It was the result. 7 of Cups. In the classic system, it's saying like illusion. But as far as I understand now, the card was showing the wolf. The wolf, which is, like not in a good mood. The wolf, which is saying that you gonna be, like scary like a wolf, and you gonna be miss of the situation. The card was meaning you're gonna howl at the moon, so it was like true. I like the tower, I like the sun. I do like the pictures on some of them, but most of all, like for me, it's like not really classic system when I can took it and just use it as much as possible. So this is a deck when, like I actually probably I didn't read the book, and it has the book. So this deck for people who, like more than the cards, who can like to read the cards like an oracle. So I'm not in this mood, so let's see, it's not really my first choice. The next thing is gonna say the deck with the most beautiful back. And this deck I bought it actually a nice box which I bought on Etsy as well. It's a plastic. This is the deck. It's a Steam Whisper Tarot. I bought it from the creator who's in Poland. I already colored the edges. I do like the purple and blue as far as you can see. So it's a linen paper, very beautiful working. I do like this bright color. I'm gonna tell you, I was looking for this deck probably in a year, and as far as I found, because this lady was selling the decks in the Etsy in the beginning. After this is the world, look at this card. After she was selling in the MPC website, who's just making the tarot card, and you can sell it from the same website. And after I just found her, I do remember I have 2 more decks from her, and actually prices is crazy, like around $100, and she doesn't even have a box for it. So I'm gonna tell you that I do like the cards. I do like, and even if the prices is too crazy, only one complaint for this deck: 10 and 9 swords looks like almost the same. Look, you cannot see like a big difference. Both guys not really alive, so that's only one complaint for this deck. I do like this deck because it's easy to shuffle. I do like the chart here. Look, you go in on the rail, but you have too much. See how the chart looks like. So I do like the quality of this card. I do like the imaging on this card, and it's really helpful. Sometimes you can read it oracally, you can read it just whatever on the system, but whatever this is deck staying on my table during the last, probably since October, I'm gonna say almost the year. So I do like it. It looks for me completely like how I understand the card, how the deck is talking to me. And I'm gonna tell you, this deck, I do like this deck, even because if it doesn't have a book, or actually book is not really work for me, doesn't have a box. This is which is important to me. But I'm gonna tell you my completely 100% suggestion to buy this deck. I do like 6 of Swords here. Oh my god, it's amazing. It's amazing how you're gonna go to the light. I do like the Star. I do like a lot of, like a lot of cards, which for me it's completely, like what I feel. 2 of Wands, very beautiful. 3 of Pentacles, very beautiful. And actually sometimes this 3 of Pentacles saying not really teamwork. This is just making the plan. 3 of Pentacles, it's card of some kind of education, of getting some experience. But this 3 of Pentacles for me was working like build the plan with the team, not start to work yet. So this is the very nice box. It was like $15 on Etsy. It's a 3D printing, and it gives you the size. The creator is so good, so nice, and been delivered so quickly. So my suggestion for a box as well: go to the X and looking for the box for tarot deck, or plastic, or 3D plastic box for tarot deck. Very gorgeous, very beautiful, and I like this idea to keep the decks. So the next one, it's gonna be the oldest deck, which is not publishing. I'm not sure is it publishing or not, but I remember this deck since 2018. This deck been delivered, I'm not sure, is it from China? Probably it's from China. This deck has two versions of some cards with the naked people, and not really. This is Fate, Shifters, Tarot decks plus astrology, because it has astrology card, well, like with the planet and with the zodiac sign, and has a double for some of the card who has a naked characters. Completely classic deck, a little bit brighter, a little bit, like different one. If you don't like the classic and you can work only in the classic, there is some idea because it has a good box. Actually, only the Wang's Arcanas has a different one. Some of the Wang's has a green leaf. Some of the Wang's has, like a dry leaf. This is a white card. Actually, I'm using the white card in my system. So only for Wang's I have a complaint. I do like the as for me, actually, the most of the character has to be naked, like a star, like world has to be naked, but of course it has to be covered. But anyway, so whatever I say, look, on the 9 of Wands doesn't have a leaves, or like live leaves, and the 10 of Wands, if it's a hard, like heavy thing which you're carrying, it still has a leaves. So I do like the High Priestess there and the Empress here. I mean, all the major arcana looks such beautiful. Really, like you never get tired of this deck, as for me, especially, I mean, like I can tell only for me. And I have actually 2 of the, or 3 of more colleagues who has the same deck and who likes them as well. So I mean, I'm gonna speak up for a team. It's very good deck, and I'm gonna tell you it's very good. Nice, useful. I like the magician here. It's a very, like magician mood. So my suggestion for this deck, and been delivered so quickly, and actually they get some big, like huge delivery fee, but whatever. If I want a deck, I'm just gonna get the deck because I need it for my job. It's my inspiration. That's something which I, like my passion in my life. I'm gonna tell that it's an extra card, and they have a lot of extra card. Nice box. Only one complaint: the cap for this hard card for this box not really holding good. But anyway, the next deck is the most photogenic deck. It's a tarot from the Ciro Marchetti. It's a probably Italian guy, but I know he has a store or shop on the Etsy. I bought it from them, and I'm gonna tell you, I have a lot of deck from him. One of like probably 3 years ago, it was a passion from my, I mean, like I do like from the bottom of my heart, but I just cool down after. This is the card which a creator, the Ciro Marchetti, signed for me, and I'm using this like a white card, which is mean for me, the blessing from the universe. It's some kind of picture, but probably it was working with, some IT technology. But anyway, this deck, I'm gonna say, so bright and so useful for me. I was working, I do like the star here, look how nice it looks like. I was working on it a long time, and now I know this deck US game system did as well. It's a little bit different quality, but it's still amazing. It doesn't have it as beautiful ages. I do like the card of the transformation of this thing. I cannot say what the name of the card is because the system doesn't like it, but anyway, it's very good one. It's very like helpful and professional one. I know that's the guy. Actually, I did one time for the video, I did one time the layout for the creator, for the Ciro Marchetti, and it's saying it's not just a regular thing. Look on the 4th of Pentacles, the squirrel just collecting the coins. So he's not just a real guy. He has a power, and he understands what he does. This is a magician, and look like it's almost the same like a white card, the card which the creator is sending with the deck. And actually the books for this card go in separately. Only probably it's not really complain, it is what it is. The card is give you some this the finish of the card sometimes not really good for making the video. So I did use a lot. For now, it's most of all it's staying off my shelf. It's part of my collection, and I'm never gonna get rid of it. But I do like this deck because it was helping for me for a very long time. And look, the ages is not bad. Yes, I know it's not like a ideal one, but it's really good. I do like actually the full. This is a picture on the box. It's a full, which it's, you know, like very significant for me. So the next thing is the deck which is your customer likes most of all. And I'm gonna tell you it's my specific choice. Look, I'm gonna tell you, this is my deck, Web of Destiny. My customer likes this deck most of all because I create this deck. I put the full of my soul to this deck. I know how it's working. It was the surprise for you, but I'm gonna show you later. All my layouts I'm making with my deck, but I'm gonna show you later. I'm gonna show you this Unveil Tarot. Very nice box. I bought from Amazon. The price was like some kind of like $25. Very interesting idea for the box. It has like a beautiful book, which of course I didn't read it because I feel like if you're professional, you have to build the idea for the card by yourself. The card looks nice because it gives you some classic picture. Inside, look, like in the center it gives you some classic picture, but outside of the picture it gives you some modern life, like a life which we have now, and it gives you even more inspiration, more ideas, and more information when you're reading the layout. This card, I was seeing this card for a while, and you know, like I was not agree with some of the arcanas, but after when I bought it, of course, when I try it, I understand how interesting this deck is talking to you. So for some of my customer, for some of the people who needs my reading, this is the favorite deck because they can understand, not, you know, like they can see the classic card, which not really all the time you can understand what's the card saying. This card is give you some idea about what's going on. It actually has two more extra cards, like oracle cards, which I'm not really agree, but you know, it's up to creator what you're gonna put to your deck. If you're not agree, just create your deck how I did it, because like, you know, like I always have some tip to give to any decks. This is the interesting card of the devil, which is showing the beautiful sisters, beautiful family, but it's, you know, like devil inside. But anyway, my like 100% suggestion for this deck, if you have a readings, if you understand the classic system, if you wanna work with the oracle picture, my suggestion to this deck, you know, like price is amazing, box is amazing, and like you know, this very helpful deck who's gonna be on your table all the time. Actually, there is a few cards which I, you know, I couldn't stop to see. I spent probably few hours just see what's on the decks. I do like the bottom, which say in the full and give us some political. One more idea for keeping the cards, and this is the next point, the deck which gets you. This is the deck of the, if I don't mistaken the name of this deck, it's a Shadow Kingdom Tarot, or no, it's probably Shadow Kingdom Tarot. I bought this deck from the sale, from the, you know, like the store, which is like in the same county which I do live. So it was the sale, and the owner of the store, it was an online sale, was saying, you know, I know the creator, and the creator like give me some ideas, some inspiration. I do like this deck, and I was watching this video and like, are you seriously like this deck? As far as I bought this deck on sale, I didn't pay the full price, like $50. I bought them probably for like $30. And this is the High Priestess, my like favorite card. And actually the owner saying like, I have original of this image. So as far as I start to deck, this deck is got me. It's catch me. At, you know, like this deck is give you some such interesting moods, such interesting thoughts. Look on the strength. Look on the Queen of Pentacles. I'm gonna tell you, this is the Chariot card. It gives you a lot of interesting idea. So the sun is very beautiful. This deck, I mean, like, if you want a suggestion from me, the first deck it's gonna be, of course, my deck, and the second one is gonna be this deck. This deck which give you more deep answer that anybody else. I'm not saying about the classic one if you work with a classic one, but this deck is very amazing. It has a huge box, so that's why I bought this again 3D plastic box, which helps to keep it. And this is really very good, very nice, but too big. I ordered. Why I did order a little bit bigger than the usual, I don't know, but it was $17, something like that. The next deck, it's City Tower. I bought it in the Etsy and I couldn't find the name. I couldn't find actually no information at all, but I do use this deck, and it's going to be the next point, which is the best deck which showing the love. I'm gonna tell you, it's some, you know, like kind of paint which give you some nice mood. And when most of all the girls are coming to you, actually boys as well, but most of all when the girls coming to you and then they see in this picture, they, you know, like getting more quiet and they understand. So this deck, most of all, it doesn't really matter which deck gonna show it and which deck gonna attack, but this deck, most of all, I'm using them for feelings, for the broken hearts, for, you know, like some love triangles. This is the card of the star, and like you met your dream, something which you're dreaming of, you finally met it, or you met some high power to tell and to get this something which you're dreaming of. The card of the transformation, I do like. The moon is such a beautiful one. So all the arcana is readable, first of all. The second one, you can understand even if you don't know the system, you can understand, and it's again my suggestion. And the biggest thing, which is actually this deck came without the box as well, I do like the tower, the sun tower. Whatever it doesn't have to stay, the universe gonna destroy it. That's my way how I'm think. This is the way how for me the tarot works. So arcana looks gorgeous, card looks gorgeous. I cannot find the name of the deck, but I bought it definitely from Etsy. It was some kind of like city tarot or city mood tarot, so I don't honestly remember, but I used this deck for a while, and again I bought extra box for it because I do like to keep it in the box. The next thing is gonna be the most beautiful deck which you didn't accept in the beginning, but you got them later. So this is the deck. It's Fairy Tarot Journey. It's from Polish, from the Polish publisher. It's calling the Taroteka Studio, something like that. So I have all the decks which they have, and this is the deck. First of all, when I saw the first arcana, I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it, but you know, like as far as I see I saw a few arcana which I fallen in love. One of them was the Star, one of them was the Six of Swords, and the Temperance, and the Fool actually. So as far as I start to see it, as far as I start to work it, it's a love, not from the first sign, but it's a love. I do like here the Three of Wands, and you know, like whatever the idea all the cards give you, I like most of all I completely agree. Three of Wands for me, it's the first steps from the plan to the, you know, like to the work. So for here it's like it's a saying, you just work into your plan. This is the Tower, beautiful thing. This is the Hanging Man, which I do like. The idea is still thinking. It's need more time for your idea. Just stay a little bit, you know, like it's not the regular Hanging Man. Some of arcana, I even did have the same idea to, you know, like to create the deck. For example, Six of Cups, but I was thinking about the different way, but the idea was the same. When the main character look to the mirror and see somebody from the past or from the future, actually it might be opposite as well. But anyway, I'm gonna tell you that there is a lot of idea which is like looks like same like I want to show, but again, it's a time, it's a beautiful creator. I know this deck. I like the Empress here because the Empress is taking care about the egg, some kind of project which Empress is pregnant of, and you know, like it's just some way how I'm think. Magician, beautiful thing, like all energy from magician is good. The sun is going, but I like, as for me, I really want to show the sun going to the different, to the future, not to the past, as far as I'm working with the timeline. So this deck is really amazing. Feels it's a linen paper, like like glossy linen paper, which is very good shuffling. The ages is the goldish one. Probably it has a different type of the deck. I mean, of the back and of the ages, it has a black one. Oh, I do like the temperance here. As far as I see this arcana, I ordered this deck from the Poland. Actually, delivery from the Poland to the USA is a $5. It's really funny, like when you paying $5 from the Europe, from the middle of the Europe, and you paying $20 from the America. So like really funny, guys. So this is like my biggest suggestion for this deck. I didn't understand this deck from beginning. I mean, as far as I start to work, I got this deck, and this is the love. It is just the love from the bottom of my heart. Okay, Fairy Tale Journey Tarot, my suggestion, Taroteka Studio, very beautiful website. I have all of this, the deck of this studio. The next one is the deck which you're using for yourself, and I'm gonna tell you that's a Tarot Volatile, Terra Volatile Tarot. This is the creator from Europe, if I'm not mistaken, it's Italy. I bought like a set. It has actually it has more than 300 cards. You can there is like 3 or 4 versions of some of the major arcanas. There is extra, they have cups, and they have something else which I didn't use it. So why I'm using just for myself. First of all, this deck has a lot of like a different showing of the same arcana. The second way, because this deck too big, I'm using only for myself, and again, when I'm using for myself, it gives me some better idea. Actually, I did use it for myself, but now I have few or even more probably customer which like this deck because they can see the like some opportunity. For example, 5 of Pentacles, card of the financial crisis. They have a 2 version of this card. One of when you're going in to the crisis, and you're gonna out from the crisis. So it's again, it gives you some explanation, and the way how they draw. Actually, there's 2 creators of this deck who did it, like they doing the pain for the church. So it's very hard job. It give you some idea. I'm gonna tell you, amazing. They have an amazing book, and I bought it like a book, and it was together from their website in Canada. It was like $180, and I bought it, like a gift for myself for my birthday. But it gives you some idea of some arcana. You can create your own deck, like with the 300 version of the cards, you can create your own deck. And right now, as far as I know, they've been creating even more picture of the same arcana. So first of all, it's a linen paper, very nice touch in your hands, and you can shuffle, like how you like the shuffle. A nice box, magnetics box, which like best now for me. And I'm gonna tell you, you can create your own deck, which you do like a professional. So like this is one of the thing. The next one is the decks which feels like you have a better feeling in your hands. I didn't pay attention for this deck when it was new. It's Tarot Under the Oak. But when you shuffle in this card, first of all, it has the blue back, and they have a silver edges. When you shuffle in this deck, it gives you some interesting sound. But when like you start to work on it, I bought this deck just to see the dreams. What's the dream mean? Like I have few customer which is a dream. I mean, they have such a big intuition with the dream, and I was need a help to explain what's the dream mean. So I bought this deck special for it, because most of the main character she's not blinded, but she has the thing, so she couldn't see, and most of of all, it's really explained the dreams. And the second thing which I use it after, I use it for like something which you have some energy in your house, and like when the things start to moving, you can explain, you can talk through to this energy what this energy wants. And I do like how the most card give you idea. For example, the biggest, like the interesting card on this deck, it's a Hermit. I'm gonna show you later, which you give you some explanation. For example, the Hermit is going to their way, they have some star, like some polar star that you go into, which you have it in your mind, and you just going without stopping, without, you just have your idea and you're following your idea as hard as possible, and it's just only yours idea which you're following. So this card, this is the Hermit one. So when I start to see the energy, like in the house and somewhere, you can talk. I do like actually Five of Pentacles here, when you already got the energy to get rid of some financial crisis. Very nice deck, very good sign, very good, like box, which is important for me, again, to, like to store all that my beautiful decks. So my suggestion, I bought it from the Amazon. The price was around probably $25 plus, depend of the taxes which you have in your state. So this very interesting and very beautiful deck, which so helpful. For dreaming, to see the understandable of the dreams, very helpful and very nice quality for this like tiny price for 20 something dollar. And actually that's from the leveling. The next deck is the last purchase for you, and like I'm buying a lot, I'm supporting a lot of people on Kickstarter because I like the newest decks which is coming. This is one of the deck which I bought, the last one, and but I'm gonna tell you the deck which is this is, I forgot to tell you, this is the thing which is the beautiful, the best house for your favorite deck. So I'm gonna show you the few opportunities. Like this is some kind of boxes which I do like, and in the middle it's my own tarot deck which I show you later. This is kind of Etsy deck. I finally found the deck which I was looking for a while. So I ordered a few version of the decks in the plastic. I do like them, but again, I do for me, the most of all works the deck, the box, which like this is a black one, which is my own box. But again, it's such, like such a picky thing. So this deck I ordered from the China. I told you it's not really good. So as my choice, this is the best deck to keep the card. This is the best house for your favorite decks. And like I don't like the pouch, and I really have a lot of decks to show you. For example, this one from the Destiny, which my favorite, which I'm probably gonna show you in the next video for tarot decks. This is a classic deck just with the gold one. I'm gonna show you in the next video because like it's really something which need to be shown, and the price is beautiful. If you're working with a classic and it give you this beautiful golden, stains, looks like a used one, but I do like, actually this is the deck's probably the second one in my favorite one, second or third, whatever. But it has a beautiful deck. This is 330 in 1,000 in the collection from the creator number. It has a certificate. So, but now what I'm gonna show you, it's a decks which I probably proud most of all. This is the, oh no, I forgot to tell you which I bought the last one. The last my purchase was the Magical Hours Tarot. I already start to paint the ages because I do like, like color ages. I bought the just a marker, like to paint them, and it's actually good now. I do like when it's, like has the color ages. So Magical Hours Tarot. Very beautiful, very classic deck. It gives you some new ideas how to read some energy, some arcana. And what I do like in this deck, which is give you some side information which sometimes you really need. For example, the Five of Pentacles, again the card of the crisis, but it's showing you that you have some help was somebody already helping to you. The same thing, you know, like the window from the church in the classic card, but for now, like they have such a beautiful imaging for some of the cards. Some, see the wonks, they just showing, it's just, you know, like white wonks. It's some energy going around you, which is working for you. I do like the chart here. I really like it. So most of the card has the same idea for the readings, same idea like a classic card. I do like the Emperor there. But for example, Page of Wands, I do like, you know, like it's saying that you have a chance, you have opportunity to be active, to finally, you know, like use your idea. But this arch which show it to you, it's saying it's just a chance. This deck was coming in a big box, but and the small box one in the big box. But you know, I don't like this big box. I need a space to keep it, and I cannot get rid of it because they looks too beautiful, too pretty. So I'm keeping all of them, and you know, like I have a big collection of the decks. So what I'm trying to say, you know, like my teacher since many years ago saying the biggest, the deck, the best deck for you, it's the deck which you create for yourself. The deck which you put all your soul in this deck. So I was thinking a lot of time, and I create this deck. That's my deck. It's a Russian version. I'm Ukrainian. I mean, I was born in Ukraine, so this is the deck I create in Russian. First I tried it, and after I create the one which right now, ta-da, ready on Kickstarter, the Taro Web of Destiny. This is something which I put my soul. That's why I was working. My name is Olha Vizerunkidoli, which is translated to the English Web of Destiny. So I create this deck. It has a beautiful red edges, how you can see. This is the matte linen paper, which I choose because for me feels actually the box will look a little bit different inside, but outside same one. So I want to show you some arcanas, which I do like it. So this is the Pentacles. What I'm trying to see, what I'm trying to say with this deck, how I feel the energy, this deck which I'm enjoying. For example, Eight of Pentacles, the Master, the Witch who can work. Seven of Pentacles, the time which you need to put. The Ace of Pentacles, the blessing from the universe, the idea, the seed which you can put and grow the huge harvest, huge, you know, like tree. So all the cards I've been creating for myself, I use some, you know, like modern magic, but I use, you know, like to create some elements, but I put them together. I was working, actually this deck came to me with some meditation. I spend a lot of time with the meditation, with, you know, like this energy work. A lot of arcana who came to me right away. For example, Magician, who's on the top of the deck. It came to me the first, and she was talking to me, that she was saying like, hey, just create the deck. So I didn't have a choice, I created. So the Ukrainian version was, you know, like a soft touch deck, but now I understand. I want a linen deck, and as for me, it's a classic system, but give you some a little bit more tips than the classic deck. For example, if you can see the Ace of Swords, after idea and before idea, it's a completely different mood, and universe is seeing you to give you idea. You probably been asking, that's why you got this idea. Hangman, it's a state of liberty, and it's just upside down, like a magician upside down. So the for example, the Wheel of Fortune, the universe is seeing you to give you opportunities, so the universe is sending you a lot of changes. That's why the whole way is open for you, the way is open for you. So this is my deck. Let me introduce this deck. Right now is active on Kickstarter. The link to the Kickstarter is under this video. And if you would like to get this deck, just support me in a Kickstarter. I'm a brand new creator. I have experience like 10 years with a tarot reading, and I put all my experience to this deck. I put all my soul, and you know, like I will be appreciated from the bottom of my heart to support this this deck, because I feel this deck has to be live. This deck will be helpful for brand new people, and this deck is very helpful for, like for people who has experience. I didn't tell you about a lot of different decks which I'm using, which is on my table, how you can see it, but I really want to tell you that there is some deck which is waiting for you in the Kickstarter, and that's probably it. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, thumbs up, and bye bye.